Hi everyone, I'm Pierre-Nicolas Herstel, CEO and co-founder of Arianee. Welcome to this new format. Today we're going to talk about our white paper and exclusive hoodie collection, From Street to Metaverse, the future of connected garments. And I have two guests with me today. Romain Blanquet, he's the co-founder of Kitan Production, and Luca, Comparini, who is the partner and head of the blockchain practice at IBM. Welcome. Thank you for coming with us today. May I ask you to introduce yourself and your companies? Tell us what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Romain. I'm the co-founder of Kitan Production. We launched the agency in 2015, and we basically we are like a production agency. We are producing content for the brand in the luxury, fashion, and beauty industry. And we basically have offices in France, Italy, and Spain at the moment, and soon New York, hopefully.
Oh, congrats. Awesome. Luca, welcome.
Thank you. So Luca, Comparini in charge of the blockchain business at IBM here in Paris, in France. We try to solve real problem in the business area throughout the technology, blockchain being one of these promising technology. We work on many different sectors, from banks, public sector, distribution, retail, luxury, logistic, pharma, automotive, energy, utilities, and so on.
And you use blockchain for each of these industries, or these are the industries where IBM works in general?
No, actually, these industries use blockchain to solve real problems, so this is really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We launched with in collaboration with Kitten and IBM an exclusive hoodie collection. And with this comes a white paper, and we're going to talk about the content, both fashion-wise and content-wise, of these two operations. But first of all, Romain, can you tell us about the genesis of this hoodie collaboration, and going back to how you guys, a production company, ended up starting making garments?
So basically, what happened when we launched the agency in 2015, we were just two, and obviously the business is growing up really fast at the moment, and we have more and more people on set because we are producing photo and video. And there was a moment with my teams where we couldn't see each other on set, so there was like 50, 100, 200 people on set, and sometimes when you are shooting outside, like in the mountains or like nearby, like the river or whatever, like it's quite complicated to see each other. So we decided to basically create like a fashion brand just for us, like as for the Kitten teams. And so it was like also like a secret project with my partner, but we didn't have the time. So it was just like a first step for us. And basically, because we have like a graphic designer in-house, and she's really, really talented, and she's really keen to design like a new logo, and we usually do like a kind of collaboration with the brand and the agency. We realized quickly, like everyone, like really love like the t-shirt, the hoodie, like, and we start just with the logo, basically, just with the Kitan logo, and then like we finally like basically produce like collaboration with like big brands just for the shoot. It was not like we didn't want to sell it. It was just for the shoot, for the team. And we basically realized really quickly, like a lot of clients, after the shoot, the photo or the video shoot, they basically sent us some mails or message, and they were asking us like to send some items, you know, some hoodies, some t-shirt.
And we're talking about big fashion and luxury brands.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the creative guys,
and
right?
The creative guys, and some of them just copy like our design, and so it was quite it was quite funny sometimes. And then we met you guys because like we have a special relationship together, and yeah, there was like this opportunity to converge new technology and fashion, and producing a limited edition. And voila, this is the reality now.
Yeah, because this is the hoodie you're wearing, and you see it in the background here. So tell us about the specificities in terms of design of the things you guys do.
So basically, because we work in production, so basically, which means we are on the ground, we are on the field, like from 5 a.m. usually like to 11 p.m. So we need to be dressed like with really comfy clothes. So we usually comfy and fashion, because obviously it's part of the job. And so we really like, like really loose fit, t-shirt, hoodie. And we start with, and also because like the DNA of the agency, it's Kitan Production, so it's basically like, which means chateau in French. And most of our competitor, they are usually dressed in black, all black, on set, and it's a little bit. It's not like our DNA, basically.
It's boring,
It's our DNA, and we wanted like from the beginning like something like really flashy, really fun. And another one like really décalé,
Edgy.
Really edgy. And so that's why we decided like to produce with really flashy colors, pink, yellow, orange. And when we start the conversation with Arianee, we were exactly on the same page. And so we also basically, it's part of like the second thing about the agency is we really support the creativity and the talent, because we are working with them every day. And so we basically, if you have a look on the website or the Instagram, we work with like illustrator, like specific illustrator. So we pay them and they design a specific cat just for us, just for the agency. And you can see like this one, like for example, I don't know if you can see it here. So, but this one is made like, actually it's my daughter's partner who designed it. Yeah, she's 7, and but like you'll see on the collection like every hoodie is different. There is 7 colors. Yeah, and also like the last thing I wanted to say, it's like we wanted to do like something really exclusive for everyone, because as you probably know, the people we work with, they are very exclusive. So they really like the idea of like having a limited edition with like a specific number and like all the technology, but like I let you guys talking about that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really inspiring. So, when we started this project at Arianee, we wanted to encapsulate within the hoodie all our vision about garments, about the way they should be made and how they should be used, and how you can leverage the connectivity to access a digital passport, and then what can you do with a digital passport. And one of the first things that you can do when you access a digital passport is to learn about how the product has been made. And this hoodie, we made it sustainably, locally, ethically, in a local workshop with materials and raw materials that are certified organic. Everything was done in a very, very short circle around us, and we wanted to convey this information. And we have a strong point of view on how an NFT, a digital passport, can be connected with traceability information. And we partnered with IBM, and Luca is going to tell us everything about that, to show how an NFT can be a great vehicle to convey the traceability information about the product, and how you can leverage technology to make sure that this information is not just a declaration from the brand, and it's verifiable and auditable. So Luca, first of all, why and how did this partnership between IBM and Arianee happen?
Yeah, sure. So we know each other since several years.
True.
And well, I'm in the blockchain area since almost 6 years. I've been doing a lot of projects in banking, supply chain, energy, public kind of industries. And I believe when we met initially, like more than 3 years ago, we had a very bright vision, but it was probably not yet the right timing. Why? Because the industry was kind of just waking up with this notion of augmented traceability, which underpins an element of transparency towards consumers. So it was the very beginning of an innovation wave that started from the food, basically under the angle of food safety, and then evolved over time across other industries like textile, fashion, luxury, and other. Now, several months ago, we decided to start an exciting collaboration, and I believe it's almost, we can say it's a three-party collaboration, in the sense that we applied our initial vision, which is, yes, we can use blockchain as a ledger for shifting from the promise, from the marketing promise, to a new paradigm, which is a proof, not only in how things are being done in the supply chain, kind of value chain, but also throughout the entire life of the product. When the product is sold, and when, at that perspective, from the supply chain standpoint, things stop, and the story is completed. But in reality, this is where the product starts and born, and the new story starts, right? And I believe that our vision, our joint vision, is whether we combine the history of provenance, how things are done, with an history of how things are getting distributed, touch the consumers, and eventually allow brands to engage consumers in a different relationship, different way, shifting from a transaction, I buy the object, to something like a relationship, bi-directional. I buy the object, the brand touch me or talk to me, my product talk back to the brand, and so on. And I believe this is really what is newly exciting today.
So we're going to, in a couple seconds, we're going to look at exactly how it works. But I have a question for you on the differences. You know, when you use blockchain for tracking what's happening in the supply chain, and when you use blockchain for the product life and, you know, empowering customers, and what is different about the architecture? Because, you know, it's not exactly the same kind of blockchains. Why does that make sense to have different architectures to manage the supply chain than the architecture that you're going to use to deal with customer relationships, basically?
Yeah, obviously there are a lot of different blockchain protocols, and for a simple reason, which is fit for purpose. There are blockchain protocols that are more designed for B2B kind of world, where interactions happen in a permission network, where, think about supply chain, right? The manufacturer, the sourcing of raw materials, and so on. And protocols that are very well designed for this kind of scenarios. Then you have other protocols that are more designed for C2C kind of interactions. And this new notion of NFT, non-fungible token, takes really a new dimension when you represent an object, whether it's real or virtual, tangible or intangible, as a token. And token as a set of property. Ownership is one of these. Transferability is another one. And traceability eventually, if you opt in, of course, could be another one, which enables circularity, which enables new form of interaction, and which enables brands to know what the product knows, respecting totally the privacy and the security by design of me as a consumer. I don't want the brand to know what I'm doing, right? So it's a very difficult paradigm to implement, and NFT and your technology really, I believe, has the perfect vision and execution on how we can bring this to life.
Yeah, and that's why we really love this collaboration, because, you know, for us, Arianee is 3 or 4 years old now, was still a young project, growing fast, but being trusted by a player like IBM, who's like leading the space in terms of track and trace blockchain-based solution in the world on topics that, as you said, food is really important. You know, you're talking about food safety, you're talking about regulation. It's much more engaging, I would say, than garments. And showing through this partnership that we can mix different infrastructures, different protocols, which have different characteristics, to put it together. So can we look at you know, how it works? We have a nice video of this MVP that we did with this hoodie. Can you just comment and tell us what happens really in the background?
Yeah, obviously I can explain in a very technical and very complicated way.
No, but
I'm
make
not
it
going
simple.
to do it. So it's really straightforward. there are two different platforms. One which is in charge of knowing how the product is done, where the product comes from, what are the ingredients. And here we see the connectivity layer between this first platform, which obviously has a supply chain kind of focus, with Arianee platform, which has a B2C, brand to consumer kind of focus. So here you see very complicated stuff like details being queried from the first blockchain technology, producing the first result around traceability, where the cotton comes from, the place of manufacturing and stuff like that, and then connecting to Arianee platform to generate a new NFT, which is serialized, so which is unique to this garment, and which represents this asset in the digital life of blockchain, which could be redeemed, where a consumer can claim the ownership, and consumer later on can transfer the ownership.
Yeah, that's awesome, because what we just saw here, it's how from a blockchain-based track and trace system, you can generate the NFT on the Arianee protocol, which is going to be embedded, almost stamped with all the informations about the way the product has been made, making it, from a declaration, from a claim to a proof, which is really important today.
And this is where the complementarity is, really, right? Because this notion of promise to proof is, I believe, what consumers really want to care today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Another element that we wanted to explore within this white paper is the digital life of a product, of a garment. What can you do when you have a garment in the digital world? So within the white paper and on the page of this content, you can see several videos showing these examples. The first one is showing how the hoodie can live within a game. The game is Decentraland, so basically you own the digital version of the product and you can play with it. You can literally wear it in a game, being the owner of a scarce version of your garment. Another exploration that we've made is around the designs on the hoodies. These are exclusive designs, and we wanted to show the brands how they can leverage this creativity to create pure digital assets. So each three of the cats that have been designed and printed on the hoodies have been reworked in 3D to be sold as pure NFT digital assets on OpenSea. And all these videos, all these examples are available with the white paper, showing the full circle, end-to-end circle, from a conscious, ethical, and provable, auditable way of doing garments to wearing them and actually enjoying, the comfort, the exclusivity, and the creativity of the design, to exploring new paradigms in the pure digital world. So thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you here today. Thanks for this awesome collaboration. Everyone is asking, how can we get the hoodie? For now, we don't sell them, but maybe at the end, if we still have some, we'll create, I don't know, something, an auction, a raffle, I don't know what, where hoodies will be available. Thank you very much, and see you soon on this new format.
Yeah.